Good morning, student. I am Jayal sir. Today I will discuss the rest chemical property part of the carboxylic acid. In the previous class, we will discuss the acidic property of the carboxylic acid. I hope you understand well this topic, the acidic nature of the carboxylic acid. Also today I will discuss the rest chemical property of the carboxylic acid. That means what are the chemical reaction that when acid reacts with the another substance, then what happens. So my trick in the study of the chemistry that not the word memorization but the understanding the basic concept. Here today we will discuss all the chemical properties of carboxylic acid in the map type. That is memory map type. First we know what are the map and it is interesting for the student. First one is certain property of the carboxylic acid. First one is when carboxylic acid reacts with metal like suppose here sodium. When carboxylic acid reacts with metal, then what happens? Then acid, carboxylic acid, metal. Then what happens? Then sodium salt of acid. Then sodium salt of acid is formed. When carboxylic acid reacts with metal, that is sodium, then sodium salt of acid is formed. Instead of R, you can use any alkyl group. R equal to any alkyl group. I hope you understand the previous class that in the method of preparation of properties of aldehyde ketone, alkyl halide and allyl halide, also the method of preparation of carboxylic acid, we use instead of R any alkyl group. I hope you put instead of R any alkyl group and found the suitable product. First one is reaction with metal. This heading is the reaction with metal. This heading is reaction with metal. Again I repeat that chemical property of the carboxylic acid. First point is reaction with metal. What happens when carboxylic acid reacts with metal? When carboxylic acid reacts with metal, then metal salt of acid is formed. For example, when a carboxylic acid reacts with sodium metal, then sodium salt of acid is formed. Instead of R, you can use any alkyl group, that is for R CH3COOH plus 2Na. Then 2CH3COONA plus H2 is formed. That is sodium acetate. Sodium acetate or sodium salt of acid. So similarly, when acetic acid instead of R, here I used any alkyl group. Here I used the methyl group. When acetic acid reacts with sodium metal, then sodium salt of acid or sodium acetate is formed along with hydrogen gas. You know, half the heading is reaction with metal. Then we proceed the reaction with similarly RCOH plus NaOH. NaOH, RCO, Na plus H2O. Reaction with base or alkali. When an acid reacts with the base, again I repeat that when an acid reacts with the base, also the sodium salt of acid is formed. Here the sodium salt of acid is formed because here attack the base, that is sodium hydroxide, had metal in the sodium, thus sodium salt of acid is formed. Similarly, instead of R, you can use any alkyl group. That the heading is first one is reaction with metal and second one is reaction with a base or alkali. Then third HCOH plus Na2CO3. Then RCONA plus H2O plus CO. Similarly, when an acid reacts with a salt, that is sodium carbonate, also the salt of the acid is formed, or sodium salt of the acid is formed along with water and carbon dioxide. Its heading is reaction with salt. Its heading is reaction with salt. Then the three properties of carboxylic acid. That when carboxylic acid reacts with a metal, and then when carboxylic acid reacts with a base, and when carboxylic acid reacts with a salt, any salt, that is sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate also. The sodium salt of acid is formed along with water and a carbon dioxide. That is heading is reaction with salt, or carboxylic acid reacts with salt. Then another properties. When carboxylic acid reacts with ammonia, then an intermediate is formed which on heating gives acid amide, or a amide is formed which on heating gives an amide. Which on heating gives an amide. It's also here also, instead of R, you can use any alkyl group. R equal to any alkyl group. Here R equal to any alkyl group. Similarly, another important name reaction that arises, that when acid reacts with ammonia in presence of an acid concentrated H2SO4, then RNH2 plus N2 plus CO2. When an acid reacts with ammonia in presence of concentrated H2SO4, then an amine, that is primary amine is formed. Then an amine is formed along with N2 and CO2. This reaction is called chain reaction. This reaction is called chain reaction. Again, I repeat that all the properties of the carboxylic acid. When carboxylic acid reacts with metal, then here I taken an example of sodium. When carboxylic acid reacts with metal, then metal salt of acid is formed. Similarly, when carboxylic acid reacts with a base, here I taken an example of NaOH. When instead of base, taking here an NaOH. Then when carboxylic acid reacts with a base, then also a salt of acid is formed. Similarly, when carboxylic acid reacts with a salt, then salt of that acid is formed. Similarly, again, reaction with ammonia. When carboxylic acid reacts with ammonia, two conditions can be arise. When carboxylic acid reacts with ammonia, then an intermediate is formed, and which on heating gives amide. Another important reaction is that similarly when carboxylic acid reacts with ammonia in presence of concentrated acid or concentrated H2SO4, then a primary amine is formed along with nitrogen and CO2. This is also important name reaction that is called Scheme reaction. Then we proceed to the next or rest properties of the carboxylic acid. That RCONA plus NaOH CO8 then RH equal plus CO3 reaction with soda lime. Reaction with soda lime. When sodium salt of acid reacts with soda lime means NaOH plus CO, that is called soda lime. When sodium salt of acid reacts with soda lime, then an alkane is formed. Which also used in the conversion of an acid to an alcohol. It is very important that in the conversion point of view that conversion of an acid to alkane, it is must use or is very important. Then its heading is reaction with soda lime. Then reaction with halide, phosphorus halide or different type of halide. Then RCOH reacts with PCl5, PCl3 and SOCl2. That is RCOCl, RCOCl, RCOCl is formed. Then heading is reaction with halide. Different type of halide. Its heading is reaction with different type of halide. Acid, chloride. When an acid or carboxylic acid, when an acid reacts with PCl5, that is called phosphorus pentachloride, and PCl3 phosphorus trichloride, and SOCl2 thionyl chloride, then acid chloride is formed. Along, but it is the distinct or different that when acid or carboxylic acid reacts with phosphorus pentachloride, then acid chloride is formed along with POCl3 and HCl. It is in examination period of view, it is asking that one more question, complete the reaction. When RCOH reacts with PCl5, then what are the product going to be formed? That is, it is important to note that or memorize that when carboxylic acid reacts with PCl5, PCl3, SOCl2, acid chloride is formed. But the byproduct along with form with acid chloride, when acid chloride reacts with phosphorus pentachloride and POCl3 and HCl is formed. Similarly, when carboxylic acid reacts with when the carboxylic acid reacts with PCl3, then acid chloride is formed along with H3PO3. And similarly, when thionyl acid reacts with thionyl chloride, also acid chloride is formed along with sulfur dioxide and HCl gas. You can use instead of R any alkyl group, any alkyl group. That is, I have taken example, that is instead of R I have taken example CH3CON. When reacts with PCl5, PCl3 and SOCl2, then CH3COCl, acetyl chloride, then acetyl chloride is formed. Then acetyl chloride is formed. Again I repeat that. When carboxylic acid reacts with soda lime, then an alkane is formed along with the salt. Similarly, reaction heading is reaction with different type of halide compound. When carboxylic acid reacts with phosphorus pentachloride, then acid chloride is formed along with PuCl3 and HCl. And when carboxylic acid reacts with PCl3, phosphorus trichloride, then acid chloride is formed along with 3PO3. And similarly, when acid chloride reacts with SOCl2, then acid chloride is formed along with SO2 and HCl. Then I go to the next property of the carboxylic acid. Reaction with alcohol. That is reaction with alcohol. When an acid reacts with alcohol, it is heading the reaction with alcohol. Or when acid reacts with alcohol, what happens? When an acid reacts with an alcohol, then ester is formed. When acid reacts with alcohol, then an ester is formed. This reaction is called esterification reaction. This reaction is called esterification reaction. Again, I repeat that when acid reacts with alcohol, then an ester is formed along with water. This reaction is called esterification reaction. In esterification reaction, the H2O is removed. The H2O, which part arises? In alcoholic part, H plus is arises, and in acidic part, OH minus is arises. Thus, for simplification, here I use the table. So that is the esterification reaction. You already know, instead of R and R dash, you can use any alkyl group. You can use any alkyl group. Another reaction is that when acid lithium aluminum hydride then the heading is reduction of acid. Similarly, when acid undergoes reduction in presence of lithium aluminum hydride, which is a reducing agent, when acid undergoes reduction in presence of lithium aluminum hydride, then an alcohol is formed. This reaction is called reduction of acid. Instead of a, you can use any alkyl group. This is also one method of preparation of alcohol from carboxylic acid. You already know that one method of preparation is the properties of another substance or another functional group. Thus, acid, alcohol, alcohol, acid, acid, aldehyde, ketone, and alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, ketone, aldehyde, and alcohol. Both are interrelated to each other. That is, for example, taking here that method of preparation of aldehyde and ketone is the properties of alcohol, and also a method of preparation of alcohol is the properties of aldehyde and ketone. Then we proceed to the next, that when acetic acid, it is the important name reaction, that when acetic acid reacts with chlorine, when acetic acid reacts with chlorine in presence of phosphorus, then when acetic acid reacts with chlorine in presence of phosphorus, then chloroacetic acid is formed. That chloroacetic acid is formed. That chloroacetic acid is formed. Again, I repeat that when acetic acid reacts with chlorine in presence of phosphorus, then chloroacetic acid is formed. This reaction is called HVZ reaction. This reaction is called HVZ reaction, that is Hell-Vollard-Zielinski reaction. Hell-Vollard-Zielinski reaction. That is or commonly known as HVZ reaction. HVZ, Hell-Vollard-Zielinski reaction. Again, I repeat that when acid reacts with alcohol, then ester is formed. This reaction is called esterification reaction. Its heading is reaction with alcohol. Or when acid reacts with alcohol, then ester is formed. Instead of R in our test, you can use any alkyl group. Similarly, reduction of acid. When acid undergoes reduction in presence of lithium aluminum hydride, then an alcohol is formed. Instead of R, you can use any alkyl group. Similarly, another important name reaction that is called Hell-Vollard-Zielinski reaction, or short HVZ reaction. When acetic acid reacts with chlorine in presence of phosphorus, then chloroacetic acid is formed. When its mechanism is chlorine is remove hydrogen from the methyl carbon atom, and instead of H, a chlorine atom is introduced. That is called Hell-Vollard-Zielinski reaction. Thus, I hope you understand the properties of all the chemical properties of the carboxylic acid. And next we go to the certain question asking your exam, that what are the distinction between or distinguish between different type of acid, and what are the problems that arises in your IIT exam or NEET. So I hope today you will understand well. Thank you. Good morning, class 11. I am Thal sir. Today we will discuss the percentage composition of the element in a given compound. In the previous class we finished that, or we already completed that, the how to calculate the equivalent mass of the acid, base, salt, and ion. Today we will discuss the percentage composition of element in a given compound. So how or what is percentage composition? Percentage composition is defined as the ratio of the mass of the individual element by mass of the total element, which is multiplied by 100. Here I given a definition that the percentage composition of a given compound. The percentage composition of a given compound is defined as the ratio of the amount of each element to the total amount of individual element present in the compound which is multiplied by 100. Again I repeat that the definition of percentage composition is that the percentage composition of a given compound is defined as the ratio of the amount of each element to the total amount of individual element present in the compound, which is multiplied by 100. So it is a question that arises in the examination, that it is a problem based. That is question arises there. Also here I solve a problem that you can understand or better understand for the percentage composition or how to calculate percentage composition. You already know the definition of percentage composition. Then proceed a example that. One question is calculate the percentage composition of element, or calculate the percentage composition of glucose. Calculate the percentage composition of glucose. That means what are the element present in glucose. First we have to know what are the element present in glucose. That is glucose. Its formula is C6H12O6. First one is carbon is present. First we have to know what are the formula of glucose. That is C6H12O6. First we have to know its formula. Formula is C6H12O6. So percentage composition of glucose means the element carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. What percentage of the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen present in glucose? First, for solving this type of problem, first we have to know what are the formula. Glucose, its formula is C6H12O6. Then find its molecular mass. Here 6 number of C plus number of H plus carbon mass is, you already know in the first class I already told you how to calculate the molecular mass of a molecule or given compound. Hydrogen mass is 1 plus 6, oxygen mass is 16. 72 plus 12 plus 16 is 6, 16 6 is 96. Okay, 2 4 9 10 7 17 plus 1. So its molecular mass or molecular mass of glucose is 180. Thus molecular mass of glucose is 180. Then we calculate the percentage of each element here present here. Then we proceed to the percentage of, or its formula is percentage of an element. That is mass of that element divided by total mass of individual element, or that is called molecular mass of that compound, which is multiplied by 100 according to the definition. Definition says that the percentage composition of an element in a given compound is that the ratio of mass of each element divided by total mass of the individual element, that is molecular mass, which is multiplied by 100. First we have to calculate the percentage of an element, that is carbon here. And then we proceed according to the formula. Thus percentage of carbon, or percentage composition of carbon, that is mass of that element. Here mass of that element we taken here the carbon, or mass of the carbon, individual carbon, that is here 72. 6 carbon present, each carbon has mass 12. Thus 6 into 12 by total mass of the individual element. That total mass of the individual element is, or that is called molecular mass of the glucose is 180. Right, we write here 180, which is multiplied by 100. Because we are solving this. So 40%. So carbon present in glucose is 40%. Calculate. Again, I repeat that percentage of carbon is mass of that element. Mass of that element means we calculate the percentage of carbon. Thus, here the 6 number of carbon present. Thus, mass of each element present here is 6 element present or 6 carbon present. Its mass is 72 divided by 180, which is solving then 40% values. Then another is percentage of hydrogen. Percentage of hydrogen. Similarly, percentage of hydrogen, mass of the each element divided by molecular mass into 100. That is 100 into 6.33%. Here the percentage of hydrogen is 6.33%. Then another one is oxygen. First, calculate the percentage of oxygen. In that 6 into 16 divided by 180 into 100. Then 53.33%. Thus, for calculation of percentage composition glucose is that carbon is 50%, hydrogen is 6.33%, and oxygen is 53.33%. So, if our calculation is right, then the total percentage composition, which must be in 100 or nearly 100, not exceed 100. That's one is 40, another one is 6.33, another one is 53.33. So 99.66%. Thus, some in a case of solid also some defect present. Thus, its total percentage composition not 100, nearly equal to 100. 99.66. Yeah. Thus, our calculation is right. Thus, we know or we study here how or calculate the percentage composition of the given compound or different type of compound. Again, I repeat that according to definition, the percentage of an element can be calculated by this way: the mass of the element divided by total mass of the individual element, or that is called molecular mass, into 100. First, again I repeat that calculate the percentage composition of glucose. That first you have to write the formula. What is the formula behind it? For glucose, its formula is 6H12O6. Then the second step is calculate its molecular mass. So you already know how to calculate the molecular mass. Glucose have molecular mass 180. Then percentage element can be calculated. First we have taken here the carbon. Carbon is an element present in the glucose. Thus carbon's percentage is 40% and hydrogen similarly we can calculate the percentage of hydrogen. That the percentage of hydrogen is 6.33% and similarly for oxygen the percentage composition in the glucose is 53.33. So our calculation is right because it is not exceed 100 or in between 100 or nearly equal to 100. Similarly, for our work a better understanding, you can do in your home that question arises there. Calculate in same way. Calculate the percentage composition of 1 is sodium sulfate, then aluminum sulfate, sodium carbonate, ferrous sulfate, etc. Any compound, you can calculate the percentage composition. First, we can write calculate the percentage composition because same you have practice in your. Then so calculate the percentage composition of sodium sulfate, then aluminum sulfate, then sodium carbonate, then ferrous sulfate. I hope today you will understand the topic or the part that calculate the percentage composition of the different compound. Thank you.